If you have a problem with your bank account, you call the bank. If you want to change the rules of a company, you talk to the CEO. But if you want to complain about Bitcoin, who do you call?
That's the thing, Nick. There is no customer service line. There is no headquarters. There is no CEO of Bitcoin.
For most people, that sounds like a recipe for chaos. We're taught from birth that for a system to be safe, someone needs to be in charge. Someone needs to hold the keys.
But in the digital age, we've discovered a strange new truth. Sometimes the safest system is the one where no one has the keys.
I'm Nick.
And I am Aura.
This is Decode Protocol. Today we are decoding the power of none. Part 1. The Open Gate, Permissionless.
Nick, as an engineer, you know that almost every app or database has a gatekeeper.
Exactly. It's called a permission system. If you want to use a bank or even just sign up for social media, you're asking for permission. You provide your ID, your data, and the gatekeeper decides if you're allowed in.
And if the gatekeeper changes their mind?
Then you're out. They own the switch, but Bitcoin is the world's first truly permissionless financial system. Think of it like the internet. No one owns the internet. No one can stop you from typing a URL or sending an email if you have a connection. Bitcoin is the internet of money. It's a public utility, like the alphabet or math. The rules are written in open source code for the whole world to see. If you follow the rules, the network works for you. It doesn't care who you are, where you live, or what you believe.
It's an open gate that can never be locked.
Part 2. The Mycelium Network, nodes.
So if there's no central server in a secret bunker, where does this internet of money actually live?
It lives in a digital forest. You've heard me use the mushroom analogy before, Aura, and it's the best way to visualize this.
Tell the listeners about the mycelium.
In a forest, you see individual mushrooms on the surface. They look separate, but underground, they are all part of one massive, invisible web called mycelium. It's a decentralized intelligence network that connects the whole forest.
In Bitcoin, the nodes are that mycelium.
Right. A node is just a computer running the Bitcoin software. There are tens of thousands of them right now, in living rooms and offices all over the planet. Each one holds a complete, identical copy of the glass ledger we talked about in episode 3.
But they aren't just libraries, they are watchdogs.
This is the key. If a hacker tries to change the rules on one node, the other 50,000 nodes look at their copy of the ledger and say, "Nope, that doesn't match the truth." They reject the lie instantly.
To break Bitcoin, you'd have to convince tens of thousands of independent people across the entire world to lie at the exact same second. It's a forest that can't be cut down because its roots are everywhere. Just like how you can't cut one mushroom in the forest and expect others connected to be impacted. You'd have to cut them all at the exact same second to completely kill their connected network, which is virtually impossible if the forest is spread across the entire world.
Part 3. Neutrality, the why.
But let's answer the most important question. Why? Why do we need a system with no boss?
Because a system with no boss is neutral. We've seen what happens when money is used as a filter. We see families in countries with 100% inflation who just want to save their hard-earned work without it vanishing. Or workers sending money across borders who have to pay 10% in fees and wait a week for approval from a middleman. In a decentralized system, your money isn't a favor granted by a bank. It's a mathematical fact. It's the difference between renting your financial access and owning it.
Bitcoin doesn't take sides. It doesn't have a flag. It just processes the math. It's the first time in history we've separated the value of money from the politics of money.
When you remove the center, you remove the single point of failure. You replace trust with proof. That is the real power of none.
We've decoded the open gate. We've decoded the underground forest of nodes. And we've decoded why a world with no one in charge is actually the most stable one we've ever built.
Decentralization is the architecture of the future. It's what makes the blockchain unbreakable.
But while the nodes are the watchers, who are the workers? We know the ledger can't be changed, but who is the one who actually puts the stamp on the new page?
That's the engine room. In the next episode, we are going to dive into the most controversial part of this whole world.
We are going to decode mining.
I'm Nick.
And I am Aura. This has been Decode Protocol.
See you in the next block.